partnership coaching program. Let's just call this part 1. You gotta believe in yourself. You gotta believe in yourself if you think you're gonna have the ability to attract other people, tell stories. And here's the best part about all this: it don't have to be a big following. It really don't. I used to think so. I used to come on YouTube and fantasize about having, like 100K subscribers and at least 10,000 of them like engaging in the content. It's a fantasy that I don't even think you need to worry about anymore. All you need is some engagement. I've got like literally 6 YouTube channels. I actively post on 5. I might not get the views that I want or the subscribers, but I get engagement. And occasionally I get sales. Believe it or not, I got people before and after the pandemic to send me $49, or was it 47? I think I might have made it 47 at one point, and then I changed it to 49. I went back and forth. Yeah, 47 at one point. I think I went to 49. I think I went as high as 97 that I used to get from people just to get me on the phone, and I actually helped them. That's the crazy part about it. I really helped them. How did I help them? Because I've been doing it so long now. I don't want to say I feel like an expert, because I'm not, but I have contacts. I have contacts. I have a lot of people that I worked with in the past, both good and bad. All I did is pick out the good and send them business. It's like referral companies, it's law firms, credit repair companies, occasional bad apple like Z-Tegrity comes in, Edine Cole pops up every now and then, people like that. It's over time of dealing with the game. It's like Glendon was trying to tell us, you got to get out there and do something. That's what Michelle Obama said. You got to get up and do something. Not to sound political, but you got to try things out. And all I'm doing is saving the people that didn't try the stuff out time and headache. So I've gotten, I wouldn't say hundreds, I would say maybe 800 of people. I would say most were happy. The problem came in when people started sucking up too much of my time. And if you talk to me on the phone, you know exactly what I'm talking about. We spent hours on the phone. Business ideas, strategies. So I can't say the phone calls weren't worth it. They can't say it wasn't worth it. I got one angry person. I had like 3 angry people. I got the other 2 situated. One person is probably still has a problem with me because he didn't follow instructions to email me after purchase his phone number and best time to call. That he probably's not happy, but everybody else out of that 100 is pretty much happy. Had like 3 angry people. Finally got the other 2 on the phone. The phone calls are worth it. And I think my final price was like $47. And I stopped doing that because it was sucking up too much of my time. But if you get in a partnership coaching program, I believe I'm doing like 4 calls a month. Now, this is for the big boys. It's not for everybody. And it's not extremely expensive. It's not a Glendon Cameron price. It's $497. And I hold your hand. I give you all the contacts. Give you all the contacts. Law firms, filing companies. I give you the sequence. I give you the NAICS code you go with. All the stuff I've learned along this journey. And I tell you to get the business address before setting up your EIN. Like, people do it out of order. Because when you go to set up your EIN, the first thing they're going to ask you is your business address, your phone number. All the stuff that you should have before you do that. So this is what I'm giving it. And then in the monthly subscription, which is $97, I'll continue to help you as you're setting things up month after month after month. You can still get me on the phone. I had to do it more expensive, and it's part of the package, so it's kind of like it's free to get me on the phone. A minute you sign up for the partnership coaching program, you'll see, once you click on the first video, you'll see where I got information below in the description, how to call me, best time, all that good stuff. So that's taken care of. I don't have to worry about having those problems, because how I was doing it before was telling people to PayPal the money, then email me, best time to call. Nobody was giving me the email. They would just send the money. And a lot of people would send the money with one email that doesn't match the email they actually want to email me from, and I don't know it's the same person. It was too much confusion. Once you become a partnership in the partnership coaching program that I set up, all that confusion is taken away. I automatically get on the phone with you 4 times a month. If you're in my state of Connecticut, I will literally come to your house or your office and hold your hand. We should do this first. We should do this second. But that's only if you're in Connecticut. If you're not in Connecticut, the phone calls will be a little longer and we can get things going. And the videos I give you are just inspirational, and also entrepreneurs with more experience than me will be in the package. So you'll get a lot of insight from people that I got insight from, and where I'm getting information you'll start to see once you get into the monthly package. So it's one time $497. It's $97 a month, only if you want to continue. I'll give you up to the 4 months of phone calls with the initial $497. But if you want to continue to talk to me hold your hand, whatever, I could do that. We're going to be talking about branding. And I'm already kind of doing this with my own transportation company. So I might actually start having video content of me physically doing the stuff, setting it up for myself. That's a possibility. I don't know if I want to do a separate transportation package for that. I think I want to keep it in the same package. It just kind of streamlines everything. So you'll have the ability to, a lot of people will ask me, well, what are the banks looking for? How much? I can tell you this right now, they're looking for about $4,000 to $5,000 a month going in your account, not just the same $5,000 sitting in there. I made the mistake one time putting in $20,000 into a bank account. The problem is I just put it all in at once. The banks don't, it don't look like you're generating anything by doing it that way. If I simply would have put in $5,000 and then trickled in another $5,000, where it didn't look exactly $5,000, you get different increments, that would have looked better, and I would have gotten a loan from the bank. But because I just put in $20,000, let it sit there, Now, where did I get 20 grand? I just happen to be good with these grants. I had an SBA grant from the pandemic. That's why I had a bunch of money, put that in. But that doesn't work to just put in a lump sum of money. You need to actually be generating money. This is where the transportation company could come into play, or gig economy of any kind, or your side hustles, or whatever you're doing to bring in cash. All you got to do is get that 4 to 5 grand in, trickling into your business bank account. It looks better to banks, and you're more likely to get money out of the bank that way. And a lot of people, believe it or not, that I got on the phone was like, that's it. That's it, but they never made it happen. And I'm sure these people made the money, but they just could not put that money directly in their business bank account for whatever reason. That's how you got to do it. Gig economy makes it easy, because if you set it up right, you could just have Uber and Lyft money go directly into your business account. Then you go to like ADP, cut a check to yourself. I'm giving you the whole story now. I wanted to break it up into parts, but I'm kind of giving you an overview of what we're going to be going over when you get into the partnership coaching program. This is kind of the overview. So you get the idea. We're going to go through stages and steps. What the ultimate goal, why I like transportation, is it gives you a reason to get these high-level gas cards. You with me? You don't have to just use for gas. They will be Visa and MasterCards, but you can get a lot of them. Being in a low-risk, that's another thing we're going to talk about, a low-risk transportation company. You know, and how do we go about that? What NAICS code. Now, for some reason, I have trouble with that. We're going to be going over that. And it's not like I have all the answers, but I have the order, if that makes sense. I have the order that you need to do this stuff. A lot of people know all this information I'm going to give you. It's no secret. But a lot of people do it out of order. We're going to be doing it in order to kind of give you the ideas. And the low-risk code kind of is the icing on the cake, because you'll be able to generate more business credit. And yes, you could generate corporate and business credit with any company, even trucking. But if you make it low risk, the numbers are, you'd be surprised of the type of lines of credit you can get with the right business entity. And I even made the mistake of not jumping on board with the entity that I'm going to do, that I didn't do in the past. I went with a management company. My main holding company that I have right now is